Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today we are moving on with our book, and I did have to do the thumbnail, but hopefully we'll do that shortly. So my name is Tiana. I do all kinds of things on this channel. Following my micro Locs journey is the biggest thing that we do on here, but we talk about hair care and we talk about some teacher stuff because I am an elementary school teacher, and I might sing a little bit, sew something a little bit, you know, just a whole bunch of stuff that interests me. So before I move further, I always have to double check this on YouTube because the day I don't is when it messes up. So excuse the playback. I'm not gonna lie, I purposely did not do a thumbnail just because I wanted to see my banner. Okay, but we should be good. Hey, y'all can see stuff in this video that I can't see on my camera. Interesting. Well, my camera doesn't show all of this. So it's good to know. Like, my computer needs to mind its business. Interesting. Anywho, okay, let's get started. So yesterday, when we were reading a book, we went through what to do week by week. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check out the video from yesterday. And then like I said yesterday, if you're interested in trying any of these things out, it is quite a bit information being given. So if you're interested in something, you might want to have like a pencil and paper nearby or your phone nearby, something so that you can, you know, write down what you might want to try and go through the steps. So today we're doing what we do every month. So we're starting off with a monthly deep cleanse. Now, this monthly wash is meant to release any heavy dirt, any remnants of oil, or any other hair product that you may have used during the month. However, with that being said, if you follow along with the guidelines of the O'Hara method, there should be little to no product buildup, just very little, if any at all. After all, if you're not using any heavy waxes, if you're not using shea butter or any other ingredients, the only buildup should be a slight residue from whatever oil treatment you may have used. So this treatment should be used in the first month of this method. However, after that, you could use it for your own judgment. So when you're doing your hair growth regimen, then you would do it the very first month, and then from then on you would decide what you want to do. Now, deciding how frequently you need to based on the times when you have returned to using styling lotions and gels or even shea butter. Because the whole point of this is to kind of go on like a regimen, a journey of things you will and won't do for a set period of time. And then after that, you may go back to using certain products, just being more careful with it. But for your hair growth part, you may be eliminating some. Now, I do want to say, like she said before, you shouldn't have many products in your hair at all. And I think a lot of people have so much product buildup because there's so many products out there that is saying like, do this for your hair, it's good. Do this, it'll make your hair feel like this. This will make your hair grow. This will make your hair stronger. This will make your hair have more volume. Just so many products selling so many things. And when I watch a lot of hair tutorials and things on YouTube or TikTok, whatever I happen to be on, people use so many products. Like they will use 5 products to create one style. For me, I am not big on products. A lot of people ask me a lot of times like, you know, what are some of your favorite products? But I'm not big on products. Part of that is because, one, I'm allergic to a lot of different ingredients that's in a lot of products. But 2, because of this book right here, which was talking about using very little products. So when I went on my hair growth regimen or my hair growth journey, when I first went natural, I had this book to follow by, and she talks so much about like using as many natural products as possible. So that is what I tried to do, and I've honestly been doing that since I've been natural, using as the least amount as possible and being very particular about who I use. So when I was a loose natural, the only products I used was after a while just my deep conditioner, which I used as a conditioner. and then a shampoo. So my shampoo, my conditioner was really, really good, so I also was able to use that as a styling product. If I wanted to get really fancy, or I wanted my hair to set really well or stay, then I would use a foam or a setting lotion. But that was it. Literally 2 to 3 products was all I used for any style that I wanted to achieve. But I know so many people use so many different things. Sometimes less is more. And when it comes to wash day and cleanses, you don't have to use as you don't have to cleanse your hair as much or use as much soap, as much shampoo, because you don't have a lot of stuff in it. But you do need to base your shampoo off of what you've done. If you use a lot of products, you might need to shampoo more frequently. If you use minimum products, then you might not need to shampoo as much. So keep that in mind. While using those things such as shea butter can be very good for your hair, it does leave a heavy buildup on your strands that can become waxy and that needs to be lifted. And it's going to need something that lifts it without completely stripping the hair. So again, just be mindful of what you put in it. That determines the shampoo that you need and how much of the shampoo you need and what kind of shampoo you need as well. So for her monthly cleanse, she talks about the amla powder or the shikai powder, if I'm saying that right. But this is a monthly or bi-monthly wash. It should be an especially good practice if later on you have chosen to use additional styling aids after your 6-month growth challenge. So again, this is a growth challenge that's supposed to last you for 6 months to see if you're able to grow, and not even just grow, but really grow more hair than maybe you usually would have grown. Okay, if your hair is in some kind of style like a flat 2-strand twist or something where your hair is like interwoven together, you do have to be careful with these products because she says the powdered wash is going to have some grainy particles that will get locked in between the strands of your hair when it's locked up. So Castile soap is a better alternative to normal shampoos. So again, if you saw the chapter with the shampoos and what's harmful and what's not, Castile soap is a it's like a plain and simple soap. Again, I can't use it because it's coming from castor, so it's something that I cannot use. But a lot of people, when they go to make their own shampoos, they use Castile soap in it as well. So you can use that soap and add some to a spray bottle with some water. Then wet your hair before spraying it with the Castile soap in a water solution. Massage it to roots, then rake it through the hair, then rinse, dry the hair, and follow up with your leave-in spray. And again, consider what you do to your hair to determine how you wash your hair. Again, for me, most times, and even for a lot of my clients, because if I'm doing their hair, I know I'm not putting too much in it. Most times for a shampoo, I'm focusing a lot on the scalp and the roots and getting out any kind of dirt and debris that may be in there. And then their hair strands is oftentimes the last thing that I do because I know we're not putting a lot of things in it. But if you're putting a lot of things in it, you might have to focus on your hair strands as much as you do your scalp. So if you don't put a lot of stuff in there, then your scalp is what you're really trying to make sure is clean. But if you do put a lot of stuff in your hair, then you want to do your scalp and make sure you get your hair strands really well too to lift all of those things off of it. Think of your hair as a very expensive and very exclusive fabric, and every treatment that you apply to your hair enhances the texture of the fabric and extends its life. So that is it for monthly. Honestly, just having a really good, solid, natural shampoo is what you want for your monthly. Now she goes on to give you, let me see real quick. She goes on to give you a recommended list. So it says, take a look at the recommended list, and hopefully I can show it to you in a little bit. And you could add products to your shopping cart until you're ready to purchase it in case you don't get it all at one time. But you're not limited to these, but you could find similar items with a different brand that you prefer. But this is the list that she recommends to you. And she has a list in the book, which, let me see if I can get it and name it, and it really is just very, very little stuff. There's like 5 things on this list. Okay. So her recommended list. So the one thing she has on here is a hair steamer or a thermal heat cap for when you deep condition. I'm going to turn my phone around and see if this works. If I would have thought about it, I maybe could have taken pictures, but I think you could see some, what? Wait, let me see. No? Yes? No? There you go. It's sideways, but you can see it. But it's just a thermal cap to put on when you're doing your steaming and your deep conditioning is on her list. She gives you the hair wash. Maybe if I can take these links and copy them and put them in the description, but that's the amla powder. Sorry, y'all. She gives you the shikakai powder as well. She gives you pure onion seed oil, which we talked about. Fenugreek oil is on the list. Clove leaf oil is on the list, and those are the only things. So if you're interested, I could put them in the description box down below if I can remember. But it's only 5 things on her list, just the shampoo, the steaming cap, and the oils, because again, it's a very, very simple regimen. Okay, so you're gonna have to take all the videos, put them together, what you should do every single day, what you should do every week, and what you should do every month, which should be the last 3 videos that I did on this book, and then use that to do your hair care regimen. It's supposed to be 6 months for you to be dedicated, for you to really try it and see if it works out for you. Like I said, my sister and I tried it, Shades of Sage, and if you're not already, subscribe to her channel, All Things Motherhood, so you can look her up. But we tried it when we first went natural, and it did work out really, 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 really well. And like I said, the things that we learned from this book, we still do to this day. So I definitely think it's worth a try, which is why I read this book on this channel. Now, God willing, the next time we do it, we're doing what to do after the 6 months. So what to do after the challenge. And some final tips for you to remember. And then you have your solutions, your questions and solutions. So 3 sections left. Almost done. Yeah. So yes, I hope you enjoyed. Definitely let me know if you're trying it out. I have to actually see for myself if there's anything specific that I want to try out, that I want to do for like 6 months, and maybe follow along and do like maybe a short or something really quick to show you what I'm doing. But definitely good stuff. So we're almost done. We're just gonna talk about after the challenge and get some more tips and stuff. But I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like if you liked the video. Don't forget to comment if you want to stop by and say hi. And yes, and subscribe, all that fun stuff. But thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you in the next one. Until next time, adios.